Ooh, that looks tasty.
Welcome, folks. Today the Hungry Gamer is back with the results of the Beatrice the Board Game Dog Game of the Year tournament. And this is such a special event that I am actually joined by the star herself. You can see just how excited she is to get in there and pick her Game of the Year. And so what is going to happen is I am going to set up the games just like it is in the bracket, and we'll put a blueberry in front of each one. And whichever one she eats first, that is clearly her favorite game. And because she is such a kind-hearted puppy that does not want to be in this room anymore, I don't know if you could hear that scratching at the door. She does it again, I'll have to get up and let her out. But because... Hold on, let me go let her out. So, sorry about that. It's actually a really exciting time for Beatrice the Board Game Dog around the holidays, because one, she gets to do her tournament, where she gets to not only pick her favorite games, but also show the other games she loves them too, because even the games that don't win, she eats that blueberry also, because she doesn't want those designers and publishers to feel bad. Also, she was very excited to get out of this room, because Mrs. Hungry Gamer is doing a little bit of baking, and well, there might be some stuff dropped on the floor, so she wants to be there too. So it's a really good time of year for Beatrice the Board Game Dog. In any event, each successive round is worth more points than the previous round, and then whoever gets the most points will get first pick of all the amazing prizes that we talked about in the previous video, and whoever is second place gets second pick, and so on all the way down through 8 different people who are going to get prizes this time. So that's how it's going to work. Let's go to the tape and let's find out what game is Beatrice the Board Games Dog Game of the Year. And here she comes for the first round. Oh, little confusion. And she's back in. Oh, and she picks IV Games Small Box Game Series. And here we come down. Is it going to be DEI or the Old King's Crown? She's checking, making sure there's nothing waiting for her. Coming down, around, and she goes for DEI with a bit of an upset. Old King's Crown knocked out. And next we have the matchup of Ivy Studios, Graph, the small box games versus Brink. Oh, straight for the small box games. The play-in winner advancing. And next we have Luthier versus Pericle Labyrinth. And she's heading down again, and she's looking for... Oh, she decides to go straight for Pericle Labyrinth. Knocks down the box, which is awkward for all of us, but Pericle Labyrinth it is. And next up we have Ham Helsing versus DEI. And she's making her way down, taking her time, and going, oh, Ham Helsing! She clearly thought about DEI, but decided that was not the way to go. Cute Animals wins out again. And next up we have Core of Discovery versus Wandering Galaxies, 2 of my top games of the year. And she's not sure. Oh, Core of Discovery knocking out Wandering Galaxy. Jerry Hawthorne will be crushed. And next up we have Ivy Games Small Box Game Series versus Pericle Labyrinth. And here she comes, she's deciding. Oh, she looks like she wants the IV Games Small Box. Beatrice has always been a fan of IV Games. If you can recall, Veiled Fate actually won her first tournament of this. And next up we have Core of Discovery versus Ham Helsing. Is she going to go with off-the-page games as offered up a prize this year, or back to the cute... Oh, going for Core of Discovery. You could see she was trying to decide what she wanted to do, but Core of Discovery advances. And next up we have the semi-final of the whole tournament. We have Graft, Small Box Games versus Core of Discovery, and straight for Ivy Games. Clearly she is a huge fan of Austin and the rest of the team at Ivy Games. Once again, Ivy Games in the final. And for our first of the play-in rounds on the right bracket, we have Fellowship of the Ring Trick Taker and Aberration. And let's see where she is headed. Looks like she wants Fellowship. No, she went for Aberration. And next up, we have 2 games that were featured in my game of the year. Mrs. Hungry Gamer's favorite, Above and Below Haunted, and Fate, Defenders of Grimheim. It looks like she's thinking Fate. She's thinking, no. She has changed her mind and gone with Above and Below Haunted. Quite the upset. Though it is possible she is angling for a bit of Ryan Lockett Beatrice art. Who knows? And now we have another play-in round, the Kaido duo versus Crafting the Cosmos. And lately, Beatrice has been shifting towards the right. Let's see if that continues. She's deciding, and no, to Kaido duo with a bit of an upset. And this next one is a big one. We have Iridia, Paths We Dare Tread, one of my Game of the Year contenders versus Aberration. And Iridia, of course, is a prize in this tournament, but Beatrice spurns it and goes for Aberration. Definitely a surprise. I thought she was heading towards Iridia. And here we have the Stonemaier Games matchup of Vantage versus Tokaido duo, and oh, she is going for Vantage. Usually she tends to go for the small boxes, it seems. And next we have Saltfjord versus Stalagbite. Two games that arrived late in the year. Looks like, no, she is going for Saltfjord. Clearly, after her mid-tournament nap, yes, she just woke up from a nap, she has decided that the big boxes are far more interesting to her. And next up, we have Above and Below Haunted versus Aberration. Aberration has had quite the run, and not what was expected. The run continues, as clearly she is honoring Zoe, the apprentice board game dog that helped her with the original picture. And unfortunately, Ryan Lockett and Red Raven Games is out. And next we have Vantage versus Saltfjord. And this is one that I know Jamie Stegmaier is very worried about. He's a big fan of Beatrice, and his love of Beatrice has paid off as Vantage advances. And next we have Vantage and Aberration. Aberration has had quite the run, though Beatrice is technically in Vantage, as I have made pet cards and added her to the game. She's going back and forth, and Vantage it is. The run for Aberration has ended. And here we are with the final. Will it be Vantage or Ivy Games, small box games? It looks like she's going for, oh, she overlooks Ivy Games and selects Vantage. Big, huge congratulations to Jamie Stegmaier, the winner of the Beatrice the Board Game Dog Game of the Year tournament. Clearly, allowing Beatrice to be multiple cards in your game is the path to victory. And so there you have it. It is, for the first time, and I believe this is actually the third time Jamie Stegmaier has had a game in the tournament, but it is the first time that he has advanced to the final, and this year he takes it home. And so I hope Jamie is excited. I know Beatrice was excited. She was thrilled to eat those blueberries. And she's actually thrilled to be multiple fan-made cards, the fan being me, in Vantage. Again, there's a really fun way to put your own pet into Vantage and have it as a card that you get to use. Really a lot of fun. Very cool game. Vantage is a game that was in my top 5 games of the year, one that I'm hoping to play for many, many years to come, and a great game. Stonemaier Games is a great company, and so congratulations to Stonemaier Games and Jamie Stegmaier. And more importantly, you probably have an idea if you are in the running to win one of those prizes, and what you're going to find out is within the next day, I will be sending out an email to everybody who finished in the top 8. What I'm going to ask you to do is 1, give me your shipping address, and 2, rank all the prizes that you want from the most down to the 8th most, and that will allow me to kind of figure out, okay, this is what is going to each person. There are some games that are able to ship to various places around the world, some that aren't, so it's something that will work out. And again, if you are not in the continental United States, I will cover most of the shipping. Basically, I'm willing to cover the shipping of what it would cost me to send it from here at my home in San Jose, California, to, say, New York City. That's probably about as expensive a trip as you can make. Anything above that, you have to cover the difference, but I will send that right out, unless, of course, it is one of the games that is going to ship straight from the publisher and can ship worldwide. In any event, again, thank you so very much to all the publishers that offered up prizes for this tournament. It truly is one of my favorite things to do every year. It actually takes a very long time to film and record and then edit it for what is actually a pretty quick video, but I love doing it. It legitimately makes Beatrice really, really happy. She actually really likes taking pictures with the games throughout the year. It has nothing to do with the blueberries she gets for doing it, I'm sure. And thank you to everybody who watched. Thank you to everybody for continuing to be a subscriber to the channel. As always, if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, share, maybe become a channel member. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.